Hello, welcome back to SUV Prestige. My name is Harry and today we are looking at one of my all-time favourite cars. This is the Porsche 911 Turbo S. It is a 991, it is a 2013 63 plate car with 33,500 miles on it. This particular car has been fitted with some modifications by Litchfield. So traditionally, or normally, it would have 560 brake horsepower. It would have a 0 to 60 time of under 3 seconds. Porsche, very conservative in their figures. They've been quite a lot under the 3-second mark, these cars, when tested, and it does the best part of 200 miles an hour. Now, this is a proper everyday supercar. This thing in corners, handling, being able to drive it every day, not being so hardcore that it is uncomfortable and difficult to drive. It isn't. You can drive these things in and around town, doing your daily life, and then when you put it on a track, this thing will embarrass almost everything out there. So the Porsche Turbo S is a 3.8 litre twin turbo flat 6 engine. It has all-wheel drive. As standard, comes fitted with Porsche PCCB, which is Porsche ceramic composite brakes. They're amongst some of the best brakes you'll probably ever experience on a road car. They have Centerlock 20-inch alloys. These ones finished in a gloss black with a diamond cut finish. They look really, really nice against the pure white paint. Now, this car also has a panoramic glass roof, which for me on this car is kind of a must-have feature. It really opens up the cabin space inside, with it being a sports car, supercar. It's very low slung, smaller cabin, really driver focused. It just lets a little bit more light in. It feels nicer inside the car with it. Porsche are notorious for everything is an option. You buy your base car. Now, at the time this was released, you'd be looking at around about £150,000 plus options. Now, all the options that Porsche sell, it's loads of bits. So underneath the wing mirror, this little sort of V bit here, aerodynamically designed, this in the body colour is an option. It's probably about £150, somewhere around that figure. It also has Porsche dynamic lighting system, a really nice feature on these. I think they did actually come standard on this particular, on the Turbo S. Now, a couple of other bits that are specific to the Turbo S is on the front and on the rear you have retractable spoilers. So this little rubber bit here, it increases downforce, creates some clean air underneath the car with some other little modifications on the underside of the car. This is retractable, so your ground clearance with this down is reduced, but you can retract that back up into the bumper, so that bit comes up. Now, as I mentioned, this does have some Litchfield performance enhancements, mainly the titanium exhaust system on here. Now, as well as that, it has been fitted with a Cobb V3 tuner system as well. I'm not 100% sure of the exact output. It is over 600 brake horsepower. We don't have any rolling road printouts or anything like that, so I don't want to say for certain how much it is, but it's certainly a lot more than 560 brake horsepower. Properly fast car, this. Again, on the back, you also have the clear crystal lights on the rear. Spoiler, this moves up and down, again, downforce, proper performance stuff. You have tinted windows. You have got keyless entry system on this car as well, so little buttons on the side, press those, open the car and get in. So we'll go through some of the options on the interior of this particular car. You have got 18-way adjustable sports seats plus in there. So there's loads and loads of adjustment in here. You have illuminated brushed aluminium door sills, painted keys. Don't know why you'd pay for that, if I'm honest with you. I think it's kind of it doesn't make any sense. 100 and something quid for that. Alcantara steering wheel, Alcantara gear shift. As standard, you do have sport chrono in here. You have got adaptive suspension. You've got Porsche dynamic chassis control in here as well. Black leather interior, Bose contrast white stitching, contrast grey stitching, sorry. So sat in the interior of this car, incredibly comfortable, down to the 18-way adjustable sport seats. Plus you can have some other options of seats. You can go for carbon back bucket seats. For me, I personally prefer these. I find the others, after an hour or so in the car, they are a little bit uncomfortable personally. The beauty in this car is being able to use it every day. It isn't like some of the counterparts which are super hardcore, not particularly practical. This one is, you've got boot in the front, you've got plenty of room in there for some bags, soft bags for a bit of weekend away travelling. If you're going to go do a little road trip up to, I don't know, the Lake District or Wales or wherever, you want to be comfortable, and you can get there really, really fast. And then in the country lanes, everything else, it does everything. The rear seats in this car, it does have 4 seats. Again, unlike many supercars, this does actually have some space in the back for rear passengers. Being completely honest, if you're a full-size human, you're not a small little child person, you probably ain't going to fit in the back. The headroom is limited as an understatement, but it does have Isofix, will fit a child seat. Seats will have to be a little bit more forward. If you're sat in the front passenger, you can get a child in there comfortably. Now, also, other features on the interior, you have Porsche crested headrests. So you've just got the Porsche crest embossed into the headrests and the seats there. You've got Alcantara roof lining. I really like that. Again, the panoramic roof, which is tilt and slide. Pull it off. Summer is now coming. This is the perfect time of the year for something like this. A really nice feature. It's something that we specifically look for when we're looking at buying 911s in. Bose premium sound in this car as well. You see the little Bose sign in there. Sound is important to a lot of people, so it's nice to be able to have a bit of music on when you're taking this thing through its paces out in the country. Again, sports chrono fitted to this car as standard in the Turbo S. So you have a little clock here. There is some, I'm just going to turn the car on. You've got G-force meter, so you can see acceleration, deceleration, and what G's you're pulling in the corners. And you have a performance torque graph. You can just see how much torque you're pulling at any one time. So, as part of your Sport Chrono Pack, you have various settings for how the car's going to respond. You've got Sport, Sport Plus. As part of the Sport Plus, you've got the Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control. It monitors each corner of the car at any one time. So it's about keeping the car planted, best possible performance through the suspension, keeping the maximum amount of grip. Again, you have got intelligent all-wheel drive in this car as well. So that constantly monitors each corner, most amount of grip, send the power to the right place. With Sport and Sport Plus, you probably have noticed a little bit of tone change in the exhaust. Litchfield, also as part of the titanium exhaust system here, it is valved. So I want to turn that off, a little bit more quiet. Don't know whether you can tell. When you turn it on, it's a little bit louder. So again, some of the things that make this car so special is the out-and-out performance of the car. As I said, this is one of the fastest cars you're going to drive on a public road. Anything more than this is ludicrous, pointless. This is almost too much as it is. But some of the things that make it impressive is the fact that you can use it every day. There is a relatively big boot in there. You can fit a couple of suitcases, smaller suitcases. Best idea with these is soft duffel bags, so you can fit plenty in there. So with the front spoiler, obviously if you are going over speed bumps, that kind of thing, you're on a more of a rough road, coming down out of a multi-story car park, you want to retract those in just to give you a little bit more ground clearance. You press the button, hold it in, and those will retract the front and the rear spoiler. So that was a quick little view at the 911 Turbo S. This car is up for sale currently under £85,000, which for a car that brand new, like I say, the list price was about £150,000 plus options. I think the total cost options on this are around about just over £7,000. And again, with the Litchfield performance enhancements, there was about £8,000 of the work done by Litchfield. If you're not aware of who Litchfield are, they are one of the best tuning companies in the country. They do a lot of work with Porsche. They're super famous for their Nissan Skyline stuff as well. So it's been done by the correct people. It's really nicely done. And again, with the specification, the pan roof, the bows, the 18-way seats, it's incredibly good value for money. Again, the residuals on these cars are unbelievable. They've been good year in, year out since the beginning of time with these things. So again, thank you ever so much for watching the video with us, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you very much.